Hello everyone, I'm Mewtwo and welcome back to Genshin Impact. We are in Fontaine. We met our little cute adorable pooch friend named Baguette, and now we're gonna go up these stairs and catch this thief before she steals from Tooty Ascot Man, whatever he was holding in his presumably left pocket, I guess. I don't know. It couldn't have been much. I mean, honestly, that guy's tired is something to be desired. Oh, going up it's an elevator. Oh, cool. Needy. Okay. Oh, it's spinning too. All elevators must spin. Oh, and that from Remnant 2. Oof, right up. Oh, too bad you can't like see out of this. It's kind of like a. It's probably a Shirusha. Let's equip my little Hydro guy, since we're in Hydro Town. Here you are. Endora! I haven't seen you in a while. That was a long way up. Oh. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Okay. Eh? Did this light start floating with the Statue of Seven just now? That's so weird. Anything like this happened before? It's normal for the Statue of Seven to glow. Rush of water? It certainly is the nation of the Hydro Archon. Oh, even the Statue of the Seven are water fountains. Yeah. You didn't feel comfortable at all? Water? The water is speaking to me. Oh, I feel like I'm using gills to breathe. Good for you. First try going up here with gills to show Paimon. Seems like you're feeling pretty good. Paimon can't believe Paimon was actually worried about you for a moment there. Though after you lit up like that, the air does feel a lot more humid. Maybe it's because all that hydro energy was released? Paimon heard that in Fontaine, you can use elemental energy properly. You can swim and swim underwater. Maybe you can find a sunken treasure. Paimon will leave the diamond treasure to you. Paimon will stand on the shore and wait for you. It'll be lonely going underwater alone. We could try doing something for once, Paimon. But being water is scary. What if Paimon accidentally gets swept to the current and gets all turned around and dizzy, and then she won't be able to fly away no matter what? It's just like before I met you back in Mondstadt. Then I'll fish you out again. Really? Then maybe Paimon can try going underwater with you. You better not go back on your word. Fontaine's Blessing. Mysterious power that flows out of statue imbue you with the blessing of the transoceanic source water. Your progress will remain unhindered as long as you're moving through the lights of Fontaine. Okay. Under the protection of the transoceanic source water that you can spin when you move on water, it's not stamina, but aquatic stamina. As such, when you constantly spin it, you will not drown. Oh, okay. I can swim now. Also, did I not get a... Yeah, resonating with Hydra. I'm all blue now. I got all the blue stuffs. Okay. I do not have the scrolls needed to level any of this shit up. Alright, cool. Ooh. Can I hold this? Okay. I'll put it on the line number. Okay. I'm trying to get that, not this. I'm just gonna take this. Thank you. Alright.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Get ready to stop her. Time to make the arrest. Oh, fuck.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction! What should we do? Should we chase her?
Our job is to block this path. The rest is up to Lenny.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away.
You wait, but there's no sign of the thief.
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
Seems there's no reason for us to stay here. Let's go find Lenny.
Yeah, let's go.
I got me a new book. Acquired new book. I hope you get to ride this aqua bus. I would love to see that. Anyway. Okay.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Lenny's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Okay.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Well then.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Yes, let's. It's gonna be cool. There's like a cutscene for this. Oh. Oh no, not her. No. She was in a previous event. She's like the
Huh?
reporter.
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
It's Charlotte.
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aqua bus. In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place. So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
That would definitely get my attention. That's not really the kind of news you're after.
You're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Then there must be more than one criminal at work. Maybe there are copycat criminals?
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Linny.
You see him talking on the aqua bus, and before you know it, you are arriving at your destination.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Hmm.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Okay. Ooh, pretty. It's like an ethereite. I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 over here. Definitely the prettiest town in this game so far.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny sure seems to have a big family. Talented family.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
It's alright, you go ahead.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Oh, it's raining.
Looks like rain.
End of shit.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could that Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine? Or one of the elemental dragons of Tibet?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something.
Uh-oh.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Nope.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
After some time, the rain stops.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the opera house.
Sounds good. You go ahead, Linny. See you at the performance.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Thanks again, you two. I
You're
really
welcome.
can't deal with that lady.
This one? Okay.
I'll keep this close.
Tea here just keeps getting more bitter.
Oh my god, a British accent. I've never seen this game do that before. It usually doesn't do accents. What if this is a shop I can buy stuff at? In Cafe Lucerne, here we have the most bitter coffees and the sweetest cakes. Guess those do absurd. How about the sweet stuff? Every bite is as sweet as my losing smile. Recipes, yay. This is new. Fanta. Refreshing Fanta. A Fanta refreshment. How about that? Il flottante. Lunch Madeline. Coffee beans. Yeah, I guess the coffee beans. Hell yeah. Some coffee, yeah, we have some coffee beans. I'll get some more, why not? Maybe those other things take coffee beans, so.
Tea here just keeps getting...
I really like the music here, it's very chill.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we need to pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
Bless you.
So that's what its other function is? I haven't heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Bendy and Nahida both said that the gods rely on belief to attain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called Mumusia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
You're right, it sounds like a usual case of someone owing someone else money.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
That's very familiar.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
You sure seem to have run into a lot of friends today. Fontaine really is a curious place.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far, right, Traveler?
I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little excitement every now and then.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Okay, sure. Go ahead, they're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Oh, I actually have to do the fight.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Oh?
Now's my chance!
Just punched it.
Huh. That was weird.
Can summon us water? What just happened? Are you feeling alright?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydropowers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Better not use your delusion too often. I don't have a vision, so don't ask me.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
So about this power, do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, None of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clorinde. Huh.
When we met the Hydro Archon. Turbo. Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Oh?
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Under Paimon's enthusiastic leadership, you walk all around the court of Fontaine. Okay.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon. It's rude to spoil the mystery for everyone else.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing!
Never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading. Do you have any idea how long we've been loitering here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
I'm good. I already spoiled who the murderer is.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going.
Yeah, okay.
Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus!
Hey there. Welcome. Our store's off the most extensive selection of precious gems in the entire court of Fontaine. Also the newest thing. Yeah, here, catch your eye. What's the latest ornaments on sale? That's gotta be the wings of oscillation. They are modeled after the slim wings of crystal flies. The metallurgical process used to make them is quite unique. They are encrusted with dazzling gems. They say that even the gentlest breeze would cause them to flap like little crystal fly wings. To say that the wings of oscillation have taken high class society by storm would be an understatement. Though everyone loves chasing fads, I'd say the ornaments here should be chosen according to their ability to bring out our unique characters. Okay, that would be a shop, and that was just some guy. Alright. Okay. Oh, what's this? Hotel de Bord. Apparently I can go in there. Check it out. Oh my god, look at this pooch! It's so glorious. Something in the matter. In a bad mood, perhaps? Thanks for asking. I was just here for a quick meal, not to have a waiter look down his nose at me for picking the wrong wine to go with my food. I mean, aren't you both Chardonnay and Corday white wines? Why do people have such a hue and cry about something as simple as a meal? The most infuriating thing is that when I tried to resolve the situation by following his recommendation, not only was the price cheaper, but the flavor really was better than the one I picked originally. I mean, I should have thanked him, but this attitude really was... Darn it. I'm talking to these people. I just want to talk about your pooch. Oh, there you go. Good evening, customer. Can I help you? See the menu. There you are. Bop, 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 bop. So many things. Trying to keep like a decent 50 count of most ingredients. Thanks for the recipes. Bup, 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 bup. Sweet. Oh, that's interesting. It's like little robots that are. Welcome, the weather's rather fine today, isn't it? Is there anything I can help you with? So, yeah. Thank you. Alright, let's see if there's anything else here. Is this actually where I was supposed to go, or? No, no.
What did you forget about me? Exactly? This is about me. So annoyed.
Doesn't seem to be anything else here. This place is really nice, though. Alright. I'll probably explore the town on my own, but, just wanted to check out the place for the first time. About this? Back alley. Can only be treacherous back here. Never mind. There's nothing over here.
His idea of crisis awareness defies words.
Why is this? Sir Arthur the Steambird. Extra, extra! The much awaited Great Magician's Night of Fantasy will so be held to the Opera Eclipses. The Great Magician, lighting himself, will take the stage and bring forth miracles on the border of truth and trickery much more. Lady Farina, Monsieur Niverlet, I'm gonna say these all wrong, sorry. Many other notables shall grace this most grand occasion with the presence. Hey, Boop. Would you like to know more? Subscribe to the Steambird today. Okay. Oh, you're my reputation chick. Huh? Were you talking to me? Sorry to see you there. You could accept the commission regarding Tales of Humanity. Sure. One of the primary reasons we had established a newspaper was to ensure that information flows and that everyone can understand what's happening around them. Slowly we moved out not to only attempting to let readers know, but also let them express themselves. Thus, Tales of Humanity was born. Everyone could write into this column, and similarly, everyone can read it. As for the salt, well, you've seen it, haven't you? Our prints are practically drowning in all manner of content. But that's not a bad thing. In my experience, listeners also need some light reading to go with their explosive news. Additionally, being able to help our readers does our reputation good. In other words, we'll be troubling you somewhat further. Fret not, you will find your payment quite suitable. Can you tell me about the Charlotte? Sure, she's one of our journalists. Is she troubling you again? Not really. Well, that's good. She's a live correspondent, and they tend to put themselves in line of fire. I almost thought that someone had come to make a threat again. Ah, don't worry, we have our ways of dealing with such matters. After all, we had gone bust a long time ago if we couldn't hand ourselves a little tussle or two. Go in here. Okay, so I guess she'll be unlocked later as a reputation vendor. Okay. I really need to hit that statue of 7, but I'm not gonna get there. Whoa! I like this place. It's awesome. So I need to head... I need to stay on this floor, actually. So I get to the other side. There's just some kind of like elevator in the center that takes me up. There's the... Oh, she's a smith. Okay. Oh, what is this stuff? She takes fruit? Okay. Interesting. How do I get this stuff? It's found in the wild. Okay. Cool. Oh, teleport here. Oh, there's Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssa.
We meet again, Catherine. Hello there, the pleasure is mine. I'm Catherine, the receptionist of the Adventurers Guild. My job is to provide adventurers with quests and intelligence support. May I supposed to be a help to you? May your journey in Fontaine be a memorable one.
Ad Astra Abyssa.
Are you also a clockwork puppet, Catherine? Haha, I wonder. Do I appear like a masterpiece of the Fontaine Research Institute to some? Oh, you're a alchemy table. A lot of people you got here. Is there some event going on? Oh no, I wouldn't call it that. We just have a new product, a toy to be precise, the one in the entrance. If you're interested, you can come and try it out anytime. Oh, is that the event? No, but it's very close though. That was actually a thing right here. Hello, you two. My name is Armand. Alright. This is so annoying. Yes, very annoying. Doesn't this mean that Lady Farina will just sit at the judge's table? Exactly. Sit at the judge's table? What does that mean? Oh my, we had guessed. Judging from your clothes, you must be outlanders. Yes, in that case, it's quite expected you might not understand our local lingo. Let me put it in this way. Who should sit at the judge's table? The justice, of course. And who was our Chief Justice? Monsieur Nevelet, naturally. Oh my, well, why is our dear Hydra Archon sitting in Monsieur Nevelet's chair? Come, now tell me, what would be the poor people be judged thinking of that? For me, why I would feel cheated. Our Hydra Archon knows nothing about being a judge. Well, it seemed like they wouldn't be getting what was advertised. Exactly. Trials will be not as advertised. Prices, you say. Since I mean the Paimon thought it did. Oh, wait just a second. Are you sure it's okay for you to make fun of your god like that? Of course. Your Archon loves such jokes. My voice is changing for everything. I can't settle on the voice. Why, if these words reached her ears, she would tie me to a stone and have me hurled into a deep lake, watching enthusiastically from the sidelines the entire time. But our dear guests, do not grieve yet, for our good Arbon is ever so flightly with his words that even a millstone could not sink him. And our Archon would say, "Ah, it's a miracle, such a romantic ending," while applauding most loudly. In fact, she might even shed a tear or two. And she might even bestow upon me the medal of romantic Fontaine medal. Ah, yes, most romantic. Is that what Fontainians consider romantic? I wasn't sure what to say here. In any case, let's get to business. May I ask why you have come to our humble store? Speaking of which, Arbon, don't you think our two guests look like the famous adventures the boss told us previously? Quite so. One with the hair like burnished gold, the other like shining silver. Oh, right. Might the two of you be Miss Utena and Miss Paimon? You know us? The boss is asking around the Adventurers Guild about adventurers active in the Fontaine and end up being told about the two of you. Word is that you're a pretty formidable team. Well, Miss Utena looks like we're getting more famous by the day. Thanks to me, eh? Just all thanks to you, Miss Paimon. Oh, you haven't been growing a silver tongue lately. Alright then, for that Paimon shall always share her fortune with you. Well then, what will your boss like from us? Well, unfortunately he's not in the store right now, so allow us to tell you instead. Just a few words, not to worry. To be brief, our boss would like you to help collecting data for Champion Duelist Plan. Champion's Duelist plan. It is a plan to use Champion's Duelist as the main characters, the development centerpiece, and the focus of advertising for a new line of Clockwork toys. Ah, right. That's our business, by the way. Clockwork toys. Also, have you two of you heard of the Champion Duelist? I have. Don't worry. Continue. Our boss believes to be an excellent cultural institution of Fontaine. Such toys of this kind may yet sell very well indeed.
And if they do get popular outside the country, we can also win honor for our nation. 2 birds with 1 stone, I say. I could see Lady Freena herself painting medals to our chests.
Okay, so that's the situation, huh? But if you're making new toy Champion Duelist, so what do you need us adventurers for? Well, you can't develop anything without data, and the strength of the Champion Duelist is owned in all manner of perilous places. Getting data on them isn't easy.
But when we heard that the more impressive adventurers do similar things, we thought, why not get adventurers to help us instead?
Paimon gets it now. You're gonna use adventurers to get the data you need for your line of toy Champion Duelist, is that it?
That's false advertising. It's no different than from Lady Freena sitting at the judge's table.
Well, now, it's not like quite that serious. It's more like replacing a Romancer time flower with the mallow tree.
Or, you know, a wooden pillar with a stone one.
Paimon doesn't all this mean more or less the same thing? That's what you two were talking about from the start, you know? We heard it all. Oh, that. You were talking about Leponte or Horlogure, the watchmaker next door. You know the one. They're way worse than we are, trust me. They call themselves a watchmaker, but they have make toys on the sly. Now that's completely absurd, isn't it?
Indeed, terribly so.
Watchmaker that sells toys? Exactly. And it's not reprehensible? Come tell me, what do you like most in this world?
What Paimon likes most, well, it's her best friend Utena, of course.
In that case, if there was a Utena puppet store somewhere that you traveled from afar to see, only to find it did not sell Utena puppets at all, but instead stocked nothing but a ton of Arbonne puppets, would you not be angered at this betrayal of your expectations? Would you not cry and scream? Would you not send the boss of that store flying with a single punch for denying you the purchase of your dear companion?
Why, I'd be furious. I'd punch the store right in the cell. I mean, straight into the cell of the floor. Just a Meropide? Seriously, who'd buy Arbonne puppets anyway?
Well, Paimon, now it would be kind of annoying. What do we do, Utena? It would be so terrible if puppets of you were going out of stock.
Paimon, it's a red herring. Don't get distracted.
They're selling you a bridge here, you know. And they almost got Paimon there, too. Oh, come on now. We were just making analogies. And you know what they say. There's no such thing as a perfect analogy. Well, the things we described do happen. After all, you'll not find barrel conches and conch mandolines, will ya?
Precisely, and such things will only increase in frequency until a day comes when the watchmakers stop making watches altogether. But we shall not forgive them. Oh no, unless they change their name to Laput Toy Makers.
And there you both go again. You truly love spouting nonsense, don't you? The more you talk, the further off topic we get. So let's have it now. What do you need us to do? Oh, actually, we do have one request to make before that. Could you two go to Lapaholuguga next door and do a little investigation there? Watchmaking is our main trade, but their latest toys have become so popular they're stealing our customers. We heard that the store owner gained inspiration for those toys in Mondstadt, and we're curious about what they might be.
Well, you know, it might come out to be a power toy that gives off a scent 4 times as sweet as Sunsetia's, which they use to ensnare people. Well, I've heard that there's an alchemist at Mondstadt who would do that anyway.
A quadruple sweetness Sunsetia. Wouldn't that be sucrose? As such, could you please help us check it out, dear guest? Our boss is quite concerned about this matter.
And why won't you go yourselves?
Oh, come now, dear guest. We have reputations to maintain as business people. We can't just walk over there willy-nilly.
Exactly. It's for the sake of our reputation. Not one's reputation not, and is one's reputation not one's all?
For my part, I must go tell our boss of your arrival, so please, lend us your aid in this matter.
Alright, fine.
To be honest, Utena, I was pretty curious. What would toys that take inspiration from Mondstadt look like? Would they have really something to do with this alchemy? Let's just go have a look, shall we? Thank you so much. In that case, we shall wait for your news from here.
Okay, so I'm over time, so we gotta stop this episode, but this is the event, I guess. It's not voice, which is kind of annoying, but alright, I gotta go, guys. See you later. See you next time. Bye, 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 bye.